guys? It's been a long time since I just punched up the live right now. I will get everything set up like usual, and we've got some fun coin to get into. Now, I'm going to mention this just because it's already bothering me, but I've had the hiccups all day. If I start to hiccup hardcore during my live session tonight, I'm going to be a little bit upset. So, whatever. Anyway, let's share the stream. And now, so I'm trying these new widgets and stuff. I'm trying to connect chat to my XSplit, which is also then going to be live. So that's up there. I don't know what you guys can see. This is all new. This is all stuff I'm just kind of playing with, trying out. Haven't really had a lot of time to come live. I haven't had a lot of chance to actually test this stuff out. But we're going to test it tonight. I'm going to share my stream. And we're going to get to some coin. We've got a lot to talk about. Last couple weeks has been a little bit crazy. So, give me a minute like usual, guys, and we'll get the show started in just a second. Check, check. Pretty sure everything seems to be running right. Check, check. Pretty sure everything. I'll probably ask whomever is in the stream if you guys want to tell me if I'm loud enough, not loud enough, because my system is kind of built a certain way so that my monitors don't really work that well. So if you guys can hear me pretty well and everything is working out, let me know. And everything is working out, let me know. All right, I'm going to share my stream. And everything is working out, let me know. All right. And we're going to get rocking and rolling. I'm just going to wait a couple minutes because I know it takes time for me to post the stream and all that stuff. And people have already asked me to get the stream. So I'm just sharing that. Thanks for bearing with me. Again, I don't know. I have a widget set up. I guess you guys can see it. I have a widget set up so that you guys can read chat along with me. And so the chat gets saved. But let's see. Widget will automatically connect when you start streaming on YouTube, but I'm already streaming. Right click to menu select a live event. Well, I'm not really sure. I'm on my phone right now, but it seems loud enough. Thanks, bud. I'm trying to get this widget to work, and it says that it's working. Bear with me, guys. We're waiting for some people to get in anyway, so it's not like there's a rush. All right, I got the chat up. Thanks for helping me, Zach. All right. I mean, I guess, it's kind of not big enough. Can I change it for y'all? Can I change it to be bigger? Sure I can. Watch, right? Ooh, all right. Cool. Okay. We're rocking and rolling. You guys see that? See how fancy I'm getting? I've got the Conquering Crypto stuff in the center, and I've got chat up in your top right, so you guys can actually get the chat recorded. What's going on, everybody? I have to post this one more time. I have to excuse me. Sorry, we haven't done the show now in like a month, and to be perfectly honest, I am still getting used to everything, and I wanted to try some new things, so bear with me. And it's I want to say it's probably going to be a long show. I want it to at least be half an hour, but usually for me to do a half an hour is like the easiest thing in the world. You know what I mean? So bear with me, guys. I do have chat up for you guys that gets saved for the recording, which I wanted. And so not only now is it saved, but I'm sure you guys could probably already see what you were saying anyway, but I wanted it saved for the recording. Hope I gave you guys enough space down here with the charting. And there you go. I wanted to give you guys a better idea of the charting. So hopefully I did that well. We're gonna tell the folks in Conquering that I'm live, and then actually we're gonna start to get right into it. Just one more moment. It's my Denny. Denny, what's up, bud? You just got your first NFT. What is it? What'd you get? By the way, Denny, chat gets recorded now, so anything you post will be up there. Yeah, exactly, Zach. So you already know. I missed you. Listen, I missed you guys so much. I want to tell you guys how much I missed you later. I'm trying to get this stupid. Facebook is terrible. Have I ever mentioned that? Oh. Okay. You would think that one of the most powerful websites in the world would like work when you want it to. So, you posted on Twitter. Okay. I want to check that out, actually, if you don't mind. I know there's a couple people in here already, but just because I'm very interested. I'm just starting to get an NFTs myself. I do have a couple. I only have like 2, maybe 3. I do have, if anybody wants to buy, it's really cheap. I have an NFT for sale, and it's of Rita Repulsa holding 2 stars. It's terrible. But it was something I was doing just to test it out because NFTs was never anything I did. So, hold on. I'm checking out Denny's stuff, and then, oh, there it is. I think that's it. Wait, so what's it's Terminators? He looks like one of those punks, the crypto punk things, but that's not the same thing? Yo, Frankie! How you doing, buddy? What's going on, my guy? Denny, is this here, I'm actually gonna retweet it. Because I'm really digging the whole NFT thing. I did get started in it. I haven't sold anything. I haven't flipped anything, but I want to start doing that, man. It's kind of fun. I did grab a few. They're really lame. Like do you guys want to see them? Do you guys want to see my lame NFTs? Here, I'll show them to you guys. Hold on. Before we actually start the show, I'll show you guys my terrible NFTs. Hold on. Let's see. What do I have to do? Terminator punks. There's so many different of the punk variation, like that same like bit style, and I've seen it all over the place. That style. So whenever like there's a name, it could be like 10 different names because honestly, a lot of them look similar. Like I get confused. It's probably because I'm old. All right, let's see. You guys want to see my sweet? You want to see these sweet NFTs? Boys and girls, NFTs is going to be something that we're going to go over actually at some point because it's something I want to learn now. I feel like learning NFTs now is going to be like learning Bitcoin a decade ago. Maddie, what's up, buddy? How you doing, pal? NFTs is something I want to get started in now. Like I'm saying, I think it's just I think going to be a big deal later on. All right, I'm coming. You don't yell at me. The show just started. Hey, do you guys like the chat? Do you guys like the chat? And the Conquering Crypto in the center. It's like I'm professional. Look at all this. Look at all this stuff. Actually, wait a minute. Can I not even put my mouse over it? How does it work over there? Oh, I don't know. Forget it. Forget it. Here, you want to see these sweet NFTs? Look at these bad boys. Somebody go buy them. Somebody go buy these sweet NFTs. Aren't they hilarious? So I like the rainbow shirt guy. He was cool. I got this guy for only 36 bucks. So, and then I resold it. I tried to resell it at 0.99 BNB, which is like 450 bucks. I got this guy for 50 and I saw some of his selling for upwards of 200 and 300. So again, this is all I got. I don't know if you guys have done the pancake swap thing, but you get one of these for free. The dollop I got for free. You can sell it, but it sells for, really cheap. It sells for like $9. So anyway, whatever. You have to have, the way it works on Pancake Swap for your NFT program, you have to have a profile picture. and the profile picture, I believe, has to be one of your NFTs, and then from what I can tell, you then can't sell that NFT. I don't know. Anyway, Maddie's also got some NFT too. Guys, man, we're going to have to do an NFT show. So now Maddie's got them. I know Brett has had them for a while. If Denny just got NFTs, I've got NFTs. You know what, guys? We're going to have to do an NFT show. Scalopedia, Columbia tonight. Dude, there are so many. Like, that's part of the issue. You guys remember? I'm going to start the show in a minute. I hope you guys don't mind. I've got 7 people in here right now. So do you guys remember, I'm sure some of you do, I don't know the age of everybody, but I'm going to be, let's see, I'm going to be 39 in September. What I remember growing up in the 90s is there was all of these big internet companies, and it was AOL, Netscape, Internet Explorer, and by that, some of them offered you a way to get online, and usually it was dial-up. And there was just so many of those companies, like the internet boom, the internet bubble. And you know how only like a few companies made it out alive? Like at this point, we have our Facebooks, our we don't even have our MySpace anymore. My point is I think NFTs is going to be, there's going to be just a few NFTs that are going to be super huge. And I think it's going to be few and far between. So I don't know the middle ground because I think it's going to get oversaturated. There is so much stuff that comes out all the time. Like, okay, I can't exactly say that I know how long NFTs have been going on, but I will say that it's at least been a couple years since they've been traded. I don't know how long they've been being traded. Maybe as long as the blockchain's been around, decade. I don't know, but they are moving so fast. You've got celebrities jumping on them. I mean, that's crypto as it is, but you've got celebrities jumping on them and doing all this stuff with them, selling for millions and millions and millions of dollars. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's going to be an interesting market in the coming years. But if you're one of the 7 viewers watching the show right now, learning NFTs is something we're going to do on the show at some point because it's going to be big. It's going to be, and again, big in the way that you see how Maddie just mentioned three new projects. There are so many projects coming out that it's going to be difficult to kind of weed through what's going to be great, what's not. So that's going to be something I want to focus on down the road, and especially now that I can't believe, because it's been a month now and I couldn't touch an NFT to save my life. Like I couldn't figure it out. I had so much trouble with Pancake Swap. And a buddy of mine, my buddy Mike, we were talking about a coin he received, and we were discussing that. And he started mentioning Pancake Swap, and I was like, I'm determined to get it figured out, and I did. And Pancake Swap also has NFTs. So there you go, guys. All right, you know what? I haven't even started the show yet. Guys, my name is DeMarco. This is Conquering Crypto Live. It is Friday night. What's the date? January 14th. We're going to go over some coin tonight. And we're going to have a little bit of fun doing it. Now, normally, boys and girls, I would say, okay, guys, later on in the show, well, actually, maybe we'll still do that, but I have a lot of coin that I've been working on that I now want to share with y'all. So, I'm sure, like some of you have, my man, Denny has Saitama. I know Brett has his Solana. That rhymed. Okay, so my point is I have so much coin, I don't know how much I'm going to actually be able to get into the individual coin. So maybe that'll be for next week's show. I am going to do shows on Tuesday and Friday. I think that's going to be my main job. But anyway, let's get into the show. By the way, we're on Facebook, Discord. If you want to tip me, you can tip me through Venmo. I'm on TradingView, and we do TikTok. Okay, with that started, let's get into some coin. Now that I've got to show off my beautiful NFT collection down here. Hold on. Down there, guys. If you want to buy some sweet NFTs, okay, whatever. I don't care. It is what it is. I'm more concerned about my crypto. All right, so let's get into it. So there's some very specific stuff that I've been wanting to go over with you guys. And I'm actually going to kind of give the secret of what I've been looking over to you because I feel like I've been gone for a bit, and I'm not going to say that I apologize. I've been extremely busy, but kind of for me, like making up for being gone for so long, not being able to come on live, and I've missed you guys so much, by the way. So I've decided that I'm going to take my secret TA stuff, coins that I found that I think could potentially be big, and we're going to discuss them tonight. Again, this is for education purposes. You do with it what you want. And again, I'm a pure TA guy. So I'm going strictly off of what I see within the TA. Okay. With that said, let's get into it. The first coin we're going to check out is AVA. So AVA, let's see what I've got on AVA. There's a couple things that have been going on now. I specifically did not move where I had this triangle. I'm sure some of you TA guys already see the triangle. Yeah, I can speak. It's really simple. There's nothing special going on about it. I was really hoping that AVA would see this kind of bounce, bounce around like we like. And then eventually one of these guys where it breaks out. Some of you guys have been getting real good with your TA, so you can already see what I'm maybe expecting. But let's take a closer look at it. Just technical analysis wise, look at where the majority of price has been with AVA. So if I were to put a box, okay, let's just check it out. Remember, guys, I'm not saying you have to write this down, but I'm like straight up giving you the stuff that I think is going to be big, important, special once Bitcoin reverses. And I do honestly think it's within the next couple weeks to a month. Don't hold me to it. I haven't put new TA out on that, but I got my old TA right, and we're going to go over that later. Anyway, my point here is this is at a really nice low, okay? The majority of price, if we look at AVA, and I don't even think this is its whole life. So let's just take it from November of 2020, so a couple years actually at this point. Year and some. Price has been well below 150, or I'm sorry, well above 156 for the majority of its life, right? Okay. Now we have a really powerful Bitcoin coming up, or like if the Bitcoin positive really gets a lot of bull pumps, guys, this is absolutely, it's gonna fly. Like it's going to fly. And if we stay inside of this triangle, now I didn't move it. I have a lot of stuff which I'm going over with you guys. I specifically did this on purpose. I'm going over this with you guys for tonight. I haven't touched the TA on things that I have been watching and think are very important. And tonight I'm giving them over to you. You do with them whatever you want. This is for education. So I am actually going to do the TA while I'm looking at it. But what we're going to do for right now, because we're going to come back to this stuff, I'm going to be keeping track of it. And of course, I might be buying some of it when the time is right. Let's look at the VPVR real quick. That bad boy is going to pull back into center. Listen, that's one for the night. AVA. I'm just saying, guys. Like, look at how often compared. Look at this bounce. Look at how low it is in price. When it got to a high of 6.4, we're all the way down at less than 1.6. And we have a huge Bitcoin pump possibly in the wings. So here's what I promise. If Bitcoin goes to the moon, a lot of this stuff is going with it. Now, maybe not all, but a lot of this stuff, I promise. All right, AVA. The next one we're going to do, CTC. So, again, I did the TA on a lot of this stuff like a month or so ago, okay? So stay with me. So what I'm doing now, from that month or so ago, I'm seeing, because I've marked it down specially, I'm seeing where it's at today and whether or not I still think it's worth it enough to present to you guys. Look at this. Look at this. Now, that doesn't mean all this coin, by the way, is going to have that strength or backing. It has the potential. In other words, everything I've found, okay, on my in my notes, everything that I've found TA-wise is at an extreme low. Maybe not an all-time low, but I'm talking extreme lows. So, and now I'm just giving it up to you guys. Let's do it together. We're a family, right? I talk with you guys more than I talk with anybody else. So I'm just giving it over to you. I don't know if it's going to work out, but it looks really good. CTC. Do you guys see it already? Who sees it? Because I know somebody sees it already. We're at the bottom of a flat bottom triangle. Now, some of you will already know, especially somebody like Zach, because we've discussed it. Usually, whichever part, it's usually, of course, the triangles, but if there is a flat part to the triangle, it has a higher chance of breaking out that direction. So, and by higher chance, I mean just like a little bit. That's what I was taught in one of my books. When it talks about the descending triangle versus ascending triangle. But anyway, so these are, of course, our possibilities. Let's check them out. These are, of course, our possibilities. Now, this guy, of course, we want to pump north. This is a descending triangle. It might jump south. I just like the way that, again, why are we looking at this stuff? DeMarco, why are you showing me this? Because look at how much price when Bitcoin had its strength 6 months ago, when it had its all-time high. When was the all-time high, guys? Back in November? Let's look at where this price was just offhand. Where was this in November? June, May, so the September, October, November. So right here, nothing crazy. Okay, fine, nothing crazy. Last year, it got all the way up to, this would have been last March, $9 almost. And right now, it's under $2. Again, I'm not saying this, it's going to blow up. It has the potential. It's something that you should be putting on like a watch list and just keep track of it. Just wait to see what could happen. Because that, I mean, let's face it, that's what we're playing with, right? We're playing with what could happen. Speculation all the time. It's what could happen. Could be interesting. CTC, it's at the bottom. Look at all this price above. I mean, it just has such a good potential of jumping a bit if BTC does. BTC, of course, is a big deal. Flow. I think this is one that Brett was checking out. I think this is I'm Worthless. Here's our I'm Worthless MILF. This is an I'm Worthless MILF. For you that don't out there don't know what a MILF is, it's gonna be you know what? Don't even worry about it. So this is our Worthless flow coin. It's been on a downtrend for a long time, but again, for at least this mapping, this is as low as flow has gotten. So this is I'm pretty sure an all-time low, or at least it's pretty close. So to me, guys, flow is actually going to take off later on. It's going to be one of those coin that definitely gets picked up eventually. I'm not exactly sure when. It keeps falling. Remember, I'm Worthless MILF, but it's something to put on the watch list just in case. The next one we're going over, guys, is called Hero. Again, do we see where price is? Price is at a low. This guy had all-time high, 0.26. Right now, 10 cents. Okay. Do you see the possibility? I even have it up here. It would be, it's fell 100% from where it previously was. And now I think it can get back up there so long as Bitcoin reverses. Now, Bitcoin is something I'm going to go over in a little bit because there is so much importance. I don't know if you guys know. For those of you that don't know, Bitcoin plays a major role in any of your altcoins. Okay. Bitcoin is very important. And I always get on my high horse to tell you guys how important Bitcoin is. It's been around for a decade. Right now, it's worth like 42K or something like that. But Bitcoin's price partially controls, in one way or another, your altcoins. So we talk about Bitcoin a lot here because it's important. And if you plan on scalping or if you plan on buying and selling in short times, usually under a month, you better be watching Bitcoin like a hawk. Not the hawk. Hawk. Because Bitcoin's price, super important. So right now, Meta Hero got all the way up to 2.6. It's now at a dime. So seriously, one to watch. Next one we're going over, IMX. So again, guys, check out. See, I do already have some alarms set. I am gonna leave that up there. So do you see where I have the alarm set now? Let's see. I'm gonna explain to you right now why I have it like that. Okay, there is a reason, and maybe one or two of you might understand. But of course, for those of you that don't, I'm gonna show you. This is a new tunnel right now that IMX is in. Okay, we're actually gonna move it. This is a secondary right here. This is the primary. So right now, it's actually more of a flat bottom triangle. But let's ignore that for right now because we do have an actual channel that formed. This right in here, this is an actual solid channel. Okay. So do you see where I have my alarm? Okay. Now, why do you think I have my alarm there? Price is here, right? And I'm sure some of you already know the answer. Because if this breaks out, I want to know. I'm actually going to move it down a little bit. I'm going to save that there. So the point here would be we want price to eventually still bounce around this tunnel. But if it gets up to a point where it can then break out, that's what we want, right? The computer lets me know. I get alarms on my watch, my phone, the computer, the whole nine. So that's the reason why, by the way, if you're not using them, use alarms as much as you can. Mine costs money. I'm pretty sure you guys can get them for free. Maybe not through TradingView. That's what I use. But I use TradingView for mine, and I have a Pro Plus account because I needed all the alarms. I seriously track like over 100 different things. You can see this is one list out of 15. It might even be up to 20 now. This is one list. Okay, so I track so much stuff that I can't track it all. So I put these alarms, which you can do too. You put the alarms at certain price points, which usually indicates to you that you don't even have to look at that coin. Because if you aren't concerned about that specific price, you don't have to be alerted to it. You don't have to waste your time with it. That's how I look at it. So again, with IMX, it might be something I check out once in a while, but it's at a low. Do you see how low it is? It got all the way up to 9.4. It's now at 3.5. And guys, once again, if Bitcoin decides to take off, which I think it will, this stuff is absolutely going to move with it. Even if it only moves 15 to 20%. Okay? If you put $100 down, you just made $20. Now, of course, you got to monitor that kind of thing. But the point is this is what I'm looking for. When I go hunting for this kind of stuff, I don't look at the power and the popularity and the rank and this. I just look at the TA. Where is price? I look at the VPBR. Where were important price points? Look, it just so happens that my alarm matches up with one of the biggest price areas right now on IMX. This is why we use these certain indicators. You'll notice I don't have the fancy Bollinger. I don't have the RSI. I don't have my MACD up. I don't usually use it unless I'm scalping. All I use when I'm hunting this stuff is my VPBR, and I just pattern, triangle, tunnel, and wedge. In between those three patterns, guys, that's all you need. Trends, triangle, wedge, and tunnel, and the VPBR, the visual range. So between all those guys, I mean, that's all I use. Just letting you know. All right, next one. You want more? You're getting more. Next one is going to be VRA. Veracity. So check out Veracity's price. One, I think this might be the one. One or two of the stuff that I've been tracking. It's really, really low. And it looks like it has support in certain areas. Again, all of the stuff that I found has supports on like certain supports at a low. And boom, this is why I'm tracking this one. There it is. Look. Okay. This is exactly the type of bounce that I was hoping for when I was checking this out. Let's erase some of this old stuff. So now we have another tunnel going on. Yeah, Yeah, we can say we have a nice parallel going on. Do you see this nice downtrend it's had now? This downtrend's been going on for October, since October for Veracity VRA. And do you see I've already got the green arrow? I've got the red arrow there too. But do you see how the green arrow is possible now? Look how close it is to my alarm. Guys, do you see this? Do you see this? How close it came to hit my alarm? Look at that. Look at that. That is point oh, we'll just say point, it's a cent away from what it would have hit my alarm and told me. It did not, and that's okay. Maybe this is going back down for another touch. The point is, once again, guys, once again, I'm going to reiterate this constantly. Bitcoin is what matters first. Bitcoin is what I'm going to be looking for first before I mean, I have put some money in this stuff. I'm not going to lie. But when it comes to the majority of things that I'm waiting for, I've been saving up money for huge purchases. And that's going to be coming soon. I have to wait for Bitcoin to give me positivity. I don't like losses. I really hate losses. You can't, everybody has to get them. Doesn't matter. But I want to try to avoid them like the plague, right? So I wait for security, security, security. Confirmation, confirmation, confirmation. That's how I do things. Doesn't mean that's how you have to do them. That's how I do things. So that's how I'm teaching. As safe as possible. Losing money sucks. So let's try to do that as little as possible and make as much as possible. That was VRA, guys. We're moving right along. Another one that I want to check out. This guy fell a little bit. I want to go on the NFT side a little bit later on. We'll actually get there. I do want to discuss some NFTs later on. But this kind of has to do with it. So Maddie, I believe, mentioned earlier, he said, yes, he said, I think play to earn is going to be huge, and a lot of NFTs are now utilizing this idea as well. Listen to me. Matthew, you could not be more right. There are so many games now that are getting tied to this NFT stuff, and being that you can buy and sell land in the game and product in the game, there are just so many chances coming up in the next couple years for all these games. Okay, now one game that I checked out specifically is called Axie Infinity, and that's what we're checking out next. Now, this took a big hit recently. Where's she at? I want to get one that I'm. No. You'll do. Okay. So now look. I thought I had this marked up. Maybe I didn't save it correctly. Is that it? There it is. And there's the TA with it. So this fell quite a bit recently. It's something that I did buy around here. And did not get out soon enough to make any money. I was just going to hold it. When I started to lose a couple bucks, I sold right here. Now that it was just something I was playing around with. But Axie Infinity is tied, or I'm sorry, AXS, which is Axie Infinity, is one of those coins that's tied to a game. There's a lot of these, okay? You can buy certain things in the game. I'm sure you guys have played a mobile game, right? Where you can buy all kinds of stuff in the game. You can buy house upgrades. You can buy coin. You can buy whatever you can imagine in the game. A lot of times you can buy and sell it in currency. Okay, you got me? Now, what they've done is they've taken, at least for some of these games, they've taken the mobile playing aspect and they've given you the ability through NFTs to buy and sell things, goods, blockchain items inside the blockchain. Okay, so like for instance, we have a buddy of mine named Noel. He just bought land in a game, and that's something you can like rent your land out. You can then resell your land. You can buy special things for your land, and again, you buy and sell all this stuff on OpenSea. I've seen a lot of it, and some of it is crazy expensive. I'm talking hundreds of thousands of dollars for this stuff. Okay? Now, if I were 20 years younger, this would have been like my dream job to sit home and play these damn games and flip. I have tried a couple. I I am a big gamer. I have tried a couple. They're interesting, but a lot of them want to hook you in for the long haul. You know how with a mobile game, it's kind of like mobile game. The free to play earn model. It actually is like tears you apart. You know what I mean? Well, they use that same type of model in a lot of these games. Not all of them, but in a lot of them. There's another one I'm playing. It's called like Lord of Kingdoms, something like that. And I've really actually been enjoying that. But seriously, it's like a straight up mobile mini game where you just build your city. But there are people that buy and sell land on the game, and it's like 50 grand for a piece of land. Land. Digital blockchain land. 50 grand. I act like that's a lot when people are selling monkey NFTs for $5 million. Okay. What if I've been looking up the wrong stuff? That's why I think this NFT stuff, if you can get in good with like the good stuff and the things that are gonna be important and popular down the road, get in now. Like learn as much as you can. We're gonna be doing more NFT stuff here at Conquering Crypto. It's a part of the blockchain, it's a part of cryptocurrency. It's something that I want you guys to learn because I want y'all to make money. That's important to me. AXS, let's go over it. Sorry, went on a little tangent already. I know you guys don't mind. So again, AXS to me, because AXS actually already got the strength, because it hit a high of 161, I have no doubt that it can absolutely get back up to those prices. Are you kidding me? It's one of these stupid games. And by stupid, if you play it, great. To me, it's just like another one of these stupid games. Like there's seriously like thousands of these now. I'm not kidding, thousands. So AXS, it looks to me like this is like, honestly, again, if Bitcoin changes course, I think there's a lot of potential in what can happen with AXS. It's what, half the price of what it was? Like to me, it's absolutely gonna make it back up there. Like I can't guarantee it, right? I can't say I guarantee it. But guys, think about it. This is one of those games. It fell, which is great. To me, this is like a sale. If you were to buy today, for example, let's say I bought today. Okay? I bought today. Congratulations. I got more AXS. Now I sold mine. All right. If I buy today, not look at it, Bitcoin goes up, I guarantee you it'll get back to the high. Come on, it's guaranteed. The game itself would have to implode and Bitcoin would have to crash majorly, okay, for this to fail. You know what I'm saying? If Bitcoin does well, which it probably will, and the game keeps going on and getting more popular, guess what? Price is going up. I mean, come on. You think I'm kidding? You know. You already know. That's AXS. I think this is a sale, guys. I think it's a sale. Okay. So now we are going to do. Actually, I'm going to get a few more. I'm doing some for friends that I didn't get into last time. So one of those is NEO. We're going to go over a stock real quick. Now, this one had some issues, which of course in the world of stocks and news plays a big role. So I did call this cup and handle. This is NEO. NEO, I guess, could be described as China's Tesla. So I guess they, the automation, automobiles, tech. And I had this sweet, look at this reversal. Oh, I did so well off of this. And then, do you see this guy right here? She fell. So we had this great reversal. This was supposed to continue up. And you know what? I think it would have. I had a higher chance of it going up if something happened where certain companies, Chinese, are removing themselves off of American and some international markets. That's the way I understand it. I don't got it fully. I didn't read up on it, so I'm not going to pretend. But I do know it has to do with some part of NEO's company, some maybe parent companies deciding to move their stuff off of stuff like the New York Stock Exchange and all that kind of crap. So the point being is that this would have kept going, but I wanted to go over it for for some of us, because I like this as well, and I plan on holding this. I think it's going to have absolutely no problem getting up to where it was. It was doing even better last year, all the way up to 65. It's now at 30. Like, I think it's going to get back up there. No problem. I'm not saying anytime soon. A year? Sure. That's 100% right there, boy. So I'm sticking with my Neo. I'm dumping money into my Neo. The other one I just want to go over real quick is MJ. So I like ETFs a lot. MJ is an ETF that I've discovered, which is a pot ETF, and it's made up of some of the biggest pot company names in the market. So, diaper change. Oh, Zach is back. Great, man. Good to have you as always. Zach, right now we are going over MJ. It's an ETF. It's a pot ETF. For all you potheads out there, this one's for you. Somebody was asking, a friend of mine actually, Shirley, who belongs to Conquering Crypto. She, her boyfriend, and her boyfriend specifically was asking what are some good pot stocks. And to me, when you can have an ETF that has a basket of securities, a basket is a bunch of securities, a bunch of really well-known names in one security, that's MJ. And the thing that's going on with MJ right now, which I think is the reason why I bought it, is because look at price compared to where it was, compared to where it is now. Buy low, sell high, right? Do you see where my alarm's at? Okay, so price got all the way back up to 45. This was back a couple years ago, but where we're at right now, it's under 11 bucks, and it's at the most perfect reversal support bounce because it also did reversals at this price several times, once back in October 2020, and the other time was April of 2020. So, and then it shot up after the October one, got all the way back up in the 30s. Now it's back down to 10. I think this is the low, if you want to ask me. This right here to me would be the low on this ETF. Now, I'm probably going to hold this for 4 or 5 years, okay? I want this bad boy to, this is like another savings account for me where I'm going to dump $100 into it every single week. Every Friday, I'm going to take $100, smack, and I'm going to throw it into my MJ. I do this with a lot of my securities because what you can do, so long as your security or coin is heading in an up direction, the idea is you throw money in during the week because you catch it at different price intervals and you develop a really nice average. But what happens is the average that you develop is constantly going up. You always want to be going on that uptrend, right? We talk about this a lot. So long as price continues to go in this direction from here on out, or at some point soon, what's going to happen is price can go up and down, right? So I might get a buy here. 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 Now, of course, this is over long periods of time. I'm giving you an example because I probably will do this every single week. The idea is to then, what happens is you develop an average. I'm going through the center of this right now, okay? That would be the average of that uptrend pattern. And because now you don't have to worry unless your stock falls, of course, and then what are you going to do, right? But let's just say it doesn't, uptrend, you've developed a nice average price. So to me, that's like a solid savings account, right? If you do see the trends start to split, if you see the trends start to break, you got to keep an eye on this stuff, okay? You do have to be at least somewhat active, all right? So once you catch a certain point where the possibility for reversal could be, okay, goes in the opposite direction, or at least it looks like it has a chance to, you can sell some off. You can sell profits. There's so many different options that you have as a trader. And one of those things is following the trends. When a trend reversal happens, sell off profits, hold on to half. There's a lot you can do, but the idea is to develop this moving average so that cost moves up with you. It's great. That's what I recommend. Zachy says, oh boy, check your stops, everyone. It looks like it might be losing support. Are we talking about, all right, well, now wait a minute. Hold your horses, Zachariah, because I believe if you're talking about Bitcoin, That's actually my next. Now this is going to be big. We're going over SHIB, we're going over ETH, we're going over Sol, we're going over LTC, and that's probably going to be everything for the night. Right now, I'm already 45 minutes in. So it sounds to me like you're talking about Bitcoin. And guys, I know I've got like 6 of you, 7 of you in here right now. Since this is a recorded video, we have to take a minute and go over Bitcoin because, as you guys know, I talk about Bitcoin all the time. Why do we talk about Bitcoin? Bitcoin is important. So that doesn't look too bad to me, Zach, because BTC is a big important thing to talk about, actually. What's wrong with that? It's down at 43. What's the big deal? Why is that a problem? I mean, I'm sure you have different TA than I have. Let's go over real quick. Let's go over what has happened with BTC and what I think will happen in the future, in the near future. So let's play the pattern game. All right. So November 9th was the start of our bear tunnel. Okay, this is it right here. Now, of course, when it starts, we don't know how long it's going to go for, right? All we can do is track it. That's the whole point about why we track this stuff, because all we can do is track it. We don't know which way it's going to go. So we draw these lines. These pretty little lines are drawn so that we can have an idea of where price might go. And when we get to a point where price isn't going to go that way anymore, maybe sell a little bit. You got me? That's the whole reason that we do all this TA. So we have some control on the chaos of the market, because you don't know which way it's going to go, and neither do I. It would be nice if we knew that, but we don't. So this is the best thing we have. All right. Let's look at some things that happened. So we had our bear tunnel start November 9th. November 9th bear tunnel happened all the way until December 23rd. I remember this. I was up in New Jersey, and I thought in my TA, I had Bitcoin going down here, okay? I thought we were going to get a sale price here. I thought we were going to run into this wall, okay? Do you see this wall here? Let's get a little bit closer. So this was our bear wall right here. And I thought when we got to this point right there, okay, right here. Now, I don't think that's perfect. It's probably more like that. Yeah. So what specifically happened is we had a straight up breakout possible reversal on December 23rd, 2 days before Christmas. Well, because it was that close to Christmas, I thought we were actually going to take off. I thought it was going to be one of those things. We broke out of the November 9th tunnel. Wow. I didn't expect that. We broke out of that tunnel. Next thing you know, I thought it was going to fly. It did not. So I thought we were headed that direction. Nope, didn't happen. So next thing that happened is we entered this tunnel. Now, all the time I had made a specific TA, and my TA thought that we were going to be down here. But the whole idea of my TA was to show us that there was a possibility for a sale area, right? Down here, I had circled. I removed that circle a while ago. But down here, I had a circle drawn here. Okay? And I said, once we fall, specifically right here, we're going to enter a sale price. And hold on, Frankie, I'm coming. I see something. All this. After a certain time in January, I eventually thought we would be bouncing back up. Now, that didn't happen during our Christmas time. Okay? But what did happen, I want to say it's January 3rd. January 3rd, 5th. I was close. January 5th, we fell out of this tunnel. So first thing we did is we broke out here. Okay, so this was December 23rd. We broke out of the bear tunnel. That was the first time we had a chance to develop a reversal with Bitcoin. It didn't happen. It started to develop a tunnel. And this tunnel could have gone on and on and on. At one point, I think I said it can go on until April. That didn't happen. It fell January 5th. Now, when we had this fall, I was excited. To me, that meant the sale prices were here. We are still in that area, okay? I think this is our sale price time. That's my opinion. That's my educated guess. Uh, but I think right now is our sale price area. I did grab a few things. I'm playing safe and I'm waiting until Bitcoin does an absolute reversal. If you are part of the Conquering Crypto Facebook, I keep everybody updated on when I think these things are happening. Use whatever you can use my information however you want. I just put it out there, okay? Just what I see. And I think that Bitcoin is due for a big explosion. We're right up against our major uptrend line, and I certainly do think this is our sale price time. Okay? If I want to go out in my big TA, Zach said to me earlier, he said that I'm too far away for the TA that I want to present. And you know what? You're absolutely right. So this is what I think has a pretty good chance of happening. November 9th, I think, might be the start of a huge cup and handles pattern. This is a really nice half a cup right here. Wouldn't it be nice if we make it all the way back up? See, I think we'll make it back up like close to getting a new all-time high. Maybe sometime, I don't know, it could be way sooner. We'll say sometime maybe in like, I don't know. Let's play around with it a little bit. Let's say sometime April. Okay, April. April might be able to develop where we get to really close to all-time highs. Okay? And then I think we won't get there. I think we'll pull back. But we're going to drop down and bounce off of the major uptrend line again, like we are now, for another huge pump for the rest of the year. That's what I think might happen. That's going to be one of my official TAs for a long term. Okay? So there you go. I'm going to cover some stuff. What did my man Frankie say? Hold on. Can I not scan up? Hold on. I want to read what Frankie wrote. Frankie, I'm coming. Okay, so Frank said the newest price drop is from the delisting concerns from SEC reporting. Concerns of Evergrande default. Tesla reporting sales and price cut and global chip shortage concerns. Thank you, Frank. Awesome. Okay, great. Perfect. All this compound by a sector rotation on revenue-based valuations and into cash flow and earnings-based valuations as long as term growth pricing is discounted due to inflation and interest rate hike concerns. You get all that? Okay. I am not nearly as smart as Frank when it comes to fully consuming that right now, but I get the gist of what he's saying, and I totally agree. And actually, we're going to have a really difficult time with inflation, as you guys are already feeling it. We're already at like 7, 8, 9%. It's actually kind of ridiculous. But crypto could be one of those things that kind of saves us, like a nice little sailboat, you know. Money now is worth more than money later. Yeah, true is the summary. I dig it. Absolutely true. Somebody wants Saitama. Who are you? Who is this person? Who wants Saitama? You want some Saitama? Saitama's been doing rough, huh? Let's do some Saitama. We went over Bitcoin. I want to go over SHIB. So don't leave. SHIB is something that I definitely want to check out. And then I want to talk a little bit about NFTs. And because the show is literally right now an hour long, I definitely just want to make sure that we get some stuff in. Let's go over Saitama. My poor boy, has it hurt you? I see it. I see it. I got you. I got it. Well, I mean, honestly, Denny, let's break some things down. So that would be like the average now. Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you on this one, then. Hey, it's still actually bouncing off the uptrend line right now, bro. It could drop a little bit further, and so long as it bounces off of that uptrend line, this one here, you could still be good. That's really, TA wise, that's about it that I can do for Saitama. we kind of, oh, look, that's interesting. It had a cup and handle. Hold on, check it out. It had a cup and handle. Let's check it out. Let's do it together, guys. Let's do it together. Did you see this, Den? Total cup and handle. Check that out. Yep. Danny, do you see that? Do you see this cup and handle? Okay. That is a total cup and handle cutting through. And then let's make a little bit of a, where are we at here? Always so difficult to find one of these. That's a terrible channel. Oh, that's awful. Anyway, you get the idea. Cup and handle. So what happened was price up top. We had a nice curve in the bottom, and then of course sink. Denny, listen to me very carefully. Do you know what happens at the end of this pattern? I know you're saying it's rough right now. You do understand the way a cup and handle works at this point, right? What? What, you don't? I'm gonna show you. So, just so you know, and we're gonna look this up. I'm gonna show you guys. I'll put money on it. Do you know that's actually the projection? Dead serious. And it could not be like a better projection. And I'm being dead serious when I say this, but it's bounced off the uptrend line several times. Get out of here. Who are you? Nobody's sending me messages. Yeah. So definitely, Denny, you really might want to take a look into that. What we're going to do real quick, I am going to, there's my NFTs. I am going to show us cup and handle. Look, bro. Den. Do you see what happens afterwards? I want to try and get this so it's good enough on screen. Do you see? Oh my God. Uptrend. So do you see here the handle? Do you see what happens outside of the handle? I'm pretty sure I could probably find one that doesn't blind me. But I just want to give you an idea of what I see. I see that one. I see that one. So there you go, man. I'll move this over a little bit. There you go. Cup, handle, breakout from here. And dude, it's kind of, see how it then hits the bottom and bounces up out of the cup and handle pattern completely. Now, sometimes that can happen. A reversal can happen. Of course, it can go all over the place. The point is, it's at a perfect point, your Saitama. And I'm not kidding. This is like straight up. This is a perfect point. Like, honestly, that is a bouncing point. Like, I might grab a little bit, and I'm not kidding. So that's a really nice part right there. So there you go. There's some good news on your Saitama. I know you said it fell, but dude, that's seriously, that's what it looks like to me. That is a nice cup and handle. We're at the end of the handle where it looks like the bounce point, and it's the perfect point because it's the uptrend. There you go. There's the TA on Saitama. We're going to go over SHIB. This is important to me. I wanted to go over SHIB. Come along and join me for SHIB. I don't think you're the one I wanted. Where's the one I wanted? Is it not saved? It's gotta be saved. Are you kidding me? Bear with me, guys. I had a whole thing set up for SHIB. Damn. And this isn't the one. Hold on. Haha! Here we go. Great. Sorry about that. Sorry. Dude, Denny, I'm not joking, man. That seriously is... I mean, I'm not going to say you should buy more. I think you already have enough. But it's one of those things where it could be at a low and a perfect bounce point from that hand. I mean, I just showed you the pattern. That's what I recognize all day long, man, these stupid patterns. And that's it. Let's go over SHIB real quick. SHIB is another one that if Bitcoin reverses, this bad boy is gonna fly. And why do I say that? SHIB, if you've gone into the, I'm sure you can buy more. I don't doubt it one bit. If BTC decides to go into the bull sphere, um, I think SHIB is going to blow up. SHIB has a lot of things going on, and it's one of those things where I think this 2700 area that I did nail, by the way, nailed this. I nailed this so hard. It's one of those areas that I think right now is a perfect buying point. Do you see how we're still stuck in this bear tunnel right here? So to be perfectly honest, I am not buying until I know we're out of this bear tunnel, and which could be soon, which could be later. But right now, this bear tunnel has such a stranglehold. There's actually a secondary going on as well. See that secondary? Now, why is this secondary? Because I like to count the wicks. Since usually I don't as much, but because the wicks on this I've been tracking for a while, let's consider this still secondary. But there you go. That's still a downtrend to me. So we did get down to this 2700 point. That to me looked like a nice buying spot. Like, just the way it looked like a nice buying spot. There you go, guys. There is my SHIB. I saw that my buddy Zach was saying some stuff. Check out USDT on the 4-hour, huge cup and handle. Let's do that. I'm down to check a few quick things out. If anybody else wants some stuff before we call it, because we have been going on for over an hour now, if anybody else does want to see some things, post them in chat, and we can totally go over it. Zach, I will totally check that out. That's what this whole live charting thing is supposed to be, guys. Let us go to ROUTE. ROUTEU. Cool. You said the 4? Interesting. So, I mean, technically, so I wouldn't call that a cup and handle. The reason being is there's no handle on this. To me, that is just parabolic movement. So in order for you to have a cup and handle, you need the cup and the handle. And I mean, where's the handle? You know what I'm saying? So we could do one of these guys. Zoom all the way out. I mean, that's as far out as it goes. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing the handle. You're going to have to post it to us later. Post me a picture where you're seeing the handle. I don't see a handle. Maybe if we go down 3 hour? No, I'm not seeing it. Now zoom in on price. Uh-huh. I mean, the 30-minute? I'm not seeing it, dude. You're going to have to post it. I mean, listen. Let me tell you this, Zach. If we can't find a cup and handle by just checking it all over the place, like if it's not definitive, it doesn't exist. That's, you know what I mean? If we can't find it easy, then it's not a thing. If we have to gauge here, there, and everywhere, you know what I mean? Then clearly it's not a pattern. When we find these patterns, they should be definitive. I can see what it is within a minute of looking at it. I know exactly what I've got. Boom. If you've got the handle, I'd actually like to see it. Message me on Facebook because I actually do want to see what you're talking about. Message me on Facebook if you do get it, but I'm sorry, buddy. I'm not seeing it. Okay, don't post it on Facebook. Send it to mine, and I'll post it on here because I want us to see it now. Don't worry about posting it on Facebook. Post it here, and we can check it out now. I want to go over Ethereum while we're waiting on that. So Ethereum, man, Ethereum has been interesting. So Ethereum had this great uptrend going on from September to the early November. All right. From November, which remember, November 9th was the start of our bear trend with BTC, right? So what happened to Ethereum? Hold on. What happened to Ethereum? Oh, yeah, okay. I mean, yeah, actually, kind of. So I'm gonna show you guys what he's showing me, and yeah, actually, okay, I'll agree with that. I'm glad you sent that to me. Let's see. Give me 1 second, guys. I actually want to open it. Yeah, so this is what he's seeing. And you know what? See, this would have lost me here. This would have lost me because this doesn't look too much like a handle. I mean, you've got too much going on in there. So I wouldn't say, and also you've got too big of a dip here. No, I wouldn't consider this a cup and handle, buddy. That's not how I would have seen it. That you can't just leave price out like that. I had this discussion with somebody else the other day, and they cut through an entire chunk of price, and I'm like, dude, you can't leave out massive chunks of price. And he was like, oh no, I just, because it matched up on the other side, I left all that out. It doesn't work that way. You have to count what you have. So this, to me, like, I would have never seen this as a cup because of this. This ruins the whole thing. This just completely makes it so it's not a cup. You now have almost a double top. See how you have a double top instead? So, like, if we go back to it, I'm glad you showed me. If we go back to it and I zoom out, this is good TA learning, guys. There is no way that I would have looked at this, Zach. There is no way that I would have looked at that and said, there's a cup and handle in there somewhere. No way in hell. You couldn't have paid me. You couldn't have paid me good money to find a cup and handle because this is completely missing. The cup portion is completely missing. And I see what you're talking about with the handle. I actually do. But I would have never found this cup, dude. To me, it's actually more of a double top, which, of course, would then go back down here and can act like a separate pattern down here. So this could actually be a great breakout. Now, again, because I didn't see it that way doesn't mean it's right or wrong or one way or the other. That's what the beauty of TA is. It's all speculation. Whatever TA works for you is the TA you should work with. If the TA isn't working for you, try something else. But I mean, to me personally, I would have never seen that cup and handle. And I'm just being serious. I see what you are seeing though, but to me, just because all of this is missing, I mean, then you've got even a double bottom before you've got a cup and handle. You can't just leave price like this out completely and it still count. But I do understand what you're doing with tracking the trends, though, which is what a cup and handle kind of shows. So this would have been a nice uptrend here. This part here would have been a nice uptrend. And when we saw the trend break, then we could have sold up here, went and jumped on the downtrend. That's how I see it. Too sloppy. Yeah, I mean, big spike cut in the center, so I figured it's going on in the middle. Sure, man. I mean, wow, whoa, wow. How high did it go? To 60? Man, it went all the way up to 60 from a couple bucks. I don't know what happened that day, but would have been nice to have that and sold up top. Anyway, yeah, any TA can, as long as it's used to your advantage. Absolutely. To me, this is two peaks and valleys, man. To be a cup and handle. I mean, there's no cup to me. But again, that's just what I see. If you guys see something different and it works for you, that's all that matters. We were going over Ethereum. A little spike. It's a third of the whole pack. It's a third of the cup. So, and yeah, that's a little spike. Let's go over. Hold on. hold on before I start losing my mind. I want to go over Solana for my buddy Brett. I'm gonna go over Solana, and then because Solana to me is one of the other ones that seems like it's at a middle low. So I have specifically, I think, written down middle low. So this was a nice low area on Sol. Okay, all the way back down 40 and below, right? Well, it got up to an all-time high. You'll notice that's the same time that Bitcoin had an all-time high. Huh. Wonder what? Wonder what that means, guys. Huh. Oh, gee. What does that mean? Huh. Solana had an all-time high November 7th. Bitcoin's all-time high happened November 9th, if I'm correct. But anyway, do you see how it got caught as well in that bear channel ever since? Then once BTC caught a little break, it developed a new uptrend, and now to me it's at 146. It was at 260. To me, that's a nice sale price. Call me crazy. I think that's another sale price. The big guys are BTC, Ethereum, LTC. That used to be the big three, but you better believe you should throw Solana in there. Solana is going to be a powerhouse. I can guarantee it. Now, the last thing I want to do, this is it. This is going to be the last thing, guys, and this is important. So I made a friend. I made a friend. I made a friend on TradingView, and my friend, his name, he goes by SHIB Empire, and we've become buddies. And he is from Iran, and I thought that was really awesome. And again, his name is SHIB Empire. He's from Iran, and he asks me questions, and I try to hook him up the best I can. He's become like a buddy, and I like helping him out. So if you guys want to stick around for it, I'm going to do just a little bit extra. We are going to do some possible SHIB prices in the future, because SHIB is something I plan on jumping back into, by the way, hardcore, because I think it has a lot of support and a lot of different things coming up. So let's just play a game where if we were to buy right now, where would some nice sell points be based on the TA? So let's play that game. Come along and play with me, guys. If we were to buy SHIB under 3,000, okay? Let's have some fun. So, guys, we're all together. There's like 60 in here right now. And let's say we all talked and we said we are going to buy some SHIB. Great. So we decided to load up in this area. Let's pretend that price is now going to follow a certain path, okay? Let's say it doesn't break out. It goes back down to 27. Let's say Bitcoin finally does its thing, right? Let's say we've got some bouncing points, price movement, okay? Maybe a little failure. Okay, hold on, let's keep going. A little bit of failure, a little bit more failure. You gonna stop on me? Hold on, I'm still going. Okay, let's pump off of here. I'm just developing, and I want to get back to the all-time highs. So let's take like a broad look at this together, okay? This is just a random bunch of lines. That's all this is, to give us an idea of what price could be. Now, SHIB Empire, if you do end up watching this, my friend from Iran, I'm gonna, because he's asked me like, hey, what are some if I'm gonna buy here, okay, you put out this TA, Conquering Crypto guy, if you're so cool, then where should I sell at? Like, what would be good selling points? And now there's several ways you can go about selling. You can sell it in a ladder, meaning let's say you buy 100 SHIB, whatever. Buy 100 SHIB, well, when it gets to a certain point, you can then sell off some profit. So let's say you sell off 10, so you still have 90 left. Then you sell off another 10, you have 80 left. But then you decide to rebuy, which moves your average of what you have, but you decide to rebuy and it's higher. So let's just look at where some good price points would be if you're going to buy SHIB now, Okay, I plan on buying SHIB in the very near future, depending on what Bitcoin does. Oh, got it. Okay. So boom, we bought our Bitcoin. We're gonna just say at 3,000. Okay. Now by 3,000, I mean right here. So whomever wants to know what I'm talking about, it's gonna be 0.00003. That's where we are. That's where I'm gonna say that we just bought. Now, of course, let's just say we're just buying 100 SHIB, whatever. Probably won't even use a number. I kind of want to just get an area, a price area based on the TA. This is a nice case scenario that things finally get back up to an all-time high, right? So the all-time high for SHIB is 8,800. So I don't want to go past that point because let's keep it contained to that. If we can keep it contained to under the all-time high, we have this whole area, right? So let's mark out some areas based on some old highs. This is one of the things I like to do. You can gauge some of your new TA by some of your old previous highs. So do you see these blue lines? Okay, do you see we have these blue lines here? Well, those blue lines are previous highs within the current TA that we have. Now, even though this was a bear area, this whole bear tunnel here, we can still use these high prices before falls as markers. You can do the same thing as low prices, but for right now, based on what I have in front of me, we're just going to go off the high ones. Now, there are a lot of areas up here above the 7,000 range, 6,500 range, we'll say, 7,000, where we got so many damn areas that could block us from as resistance. That's what we're dealing with today, by the way, resistance. There were so many areas that I was like, if SHIB even wants to get up there, I don't think it's possible. Like, I don't think SHIB actually can break through all of that resistance that was created by those highs. And clearly it didn't. It just kept falling. So if we bought at our 3,000 area, this would be an important area here. Now, let's look at what the percentage would be. Now, this area is a previous high. This is only at 4,000. So we bought it at 3,000. Let's look at 4,000. Okay? So let's pretend. Now, that's 24%. Okay? If you bought $100 worth, you would have made $25, roughly, at this point. Okay? Now, you as a trader have to decide. So let's say we have $125. You have to decide if you want to just take off the 25. You have to decide if you think it's going to go higher, just hold. You have all these decisions to make as a trader. And the best thing you can do, what I think is smart, is to set yourself up some kind of plan. Do you see how I made this rough plan? Now, I look at prices every single day. I'm looking at this crap. So for me, it's easy. For me, I can go, oh, well, I already know where I want to. But for you guys, it might not be. So what you should do right now is, first of all, you should have an alarm set. And I'm going to do this for myself right now so you can see what I'm doing. I have an alarm set at 3,900. Okay? To me, that is going to be our first important area after we break out of this bear tunnel. So do we see the bear tunnel still, guys? See this long bear tunnel? There's been so many damn bear tunnels all over the place. And again, why? Oh, why? Because Bitcoin is in one. Got me? Again, that's why Bitcoin's important. We need to follow Bitcoin. Okay, anyway. So let's say we got up here. We break out of this tunnel. I think this tunnel is going to be a little bit of trouble for SHIB. We'll see. It depends on how Bitcoin acts. Let's say we get up to this area. Boom. From our, let's just say $100. We made 25%, 125. One of the things I would probably do is then take out that 25. I'd be happy with that. You made a quarter of your money back. Or, I'm sorry, you made a quarter profit and you still have the money you started with. Great. Great. If you can make money at any time, I don't care if it's tens or 20s or hundreds, that's good enough. Anything that's a positive. This is very difficult. Doing this stuff is extremely difficult. If this was easy, everybody would be rich. Right? It ain't. This stuff is difficult. When you make money, don't be greedy. Take it when you see it. So for me, and for SHIB Empire, if you're eventually watching this, that would be a good area we can start. this 4,000 area. Now, I don't put it at 4,000. I put it lower. So I put it at 3,900 so I can be alerted before it gets there. I don't want it to get close and then fall. I want to know a little bit ahead of time so I can then maybe play with a little bit of price. You know, just so I'm aware. Now, the second important area based on this, you know, totally, this is all speculation of price. So the second area that I would find interesting would be right here. Now, this is going to be, we'll call it 5,400. Now, I am going to put another alarm right here. Again, if we bought 100, if we bought $100 worth and we now got up to their second level, that's 72%. We would have made $72, whatever. The point is, from here, you could have not sold here and just waited. Now you've got $172 total in that crypto SHIB, right? You can just sell. Well, you know what? We'll make it 75 so we can deal with easier numbers. So you can sell off 25, leave 150 in there. But the idea is you always want to skim off a little bit. After you set your plan up at where you're happy taking your profits based on you as a trader. Do what you're comfortable with. Don't be greedy. There's no point. You're not trying to do this for a living. You're just trying to make a little extra, okay? You don't have to go bonkers and crazy figuring this stuff out. Looking at you, Zachary. No, I'm just playing. Zach, I know, likes to figure out his TA to the T. And it can be fun, but at the same time, it can be aggravating. When I sit here doing this crap all day, to me, I can get super aggravated looking at lines all day. And I always want my TA to be more perfect than not. Anyway, so that is going to be my next important area. So the other thing he asked me, well, what if price drops back down? Okay, so in other words, he's made these great buy points, right, that we have in blue. Where would some other good buy points be? Well, let's look at some of the bottoms that are important, okay? So let's use this right here. Now, price could always get back down to this area, so we're going to use that as an area of possibility. Okay, red line there. This is another one that I see right over here. We're going to use this guy right there. Oh, I like that one, actually. Another potential buying area. We'll use this guy. This whole area could be interesting, and we'll just do one more for good measure. Now, do we see when price falls back down? So he asked me, oh, well, should I sell here, buy here? Well, let's look. If we bought down here, again, this is a nice and low spot, by the way, guys. If we bought here and we decided to now sell, we hit this blue line, okay? Let's get this out of here. So let's say that we bought down here. We came up to this blue line, which is the 4,000 area. We made our $25. Well, if he sees it start to drop back down to one of these red lines, because remember, if you set that yourself up for something like this and you see price getting close to there, guess what? If you want to rebuy in, if that's your plan, then this is the kind of thing you should be looking at. Oh, look, I actually just drew this and it just so happened to bounce off of it, but whatever. So he could use this right here as 3,400, could be a good buying area. See it in red? I should actually put these in green, but in red I have them now. These are good possible buying areas. Again, that's how I have it mapped out. Doesn't mean it is, but actually, I take that back. It is. I am using the actual TA with this, but this price might not happen. But you can absolutely still use these as buying and selling areas. In other words, a good buying area, or I'm sorry, if you're trying to scalp or sell early, a good selling area could be 4,000 level, 5,400 level, 6,400 level. And again, our last one is going to definitely be 8,700, not 8,800. The 8,800 is where we got our all-time high. And of course, we never just blow through that. By the way, guys, you'll never see that. You'll never see price blow through an all-time high without at least one bounce. Almost never happens, okay? So it'll never just fly right to 8,800. It'll take a pit stop at 87. Now, it might go down to 86, 85, 84 and pop through, but it never just blows right through. It never happens. Usually there's a bounce. Usually. So that would be, again, a nice area. Well, of course, we're not going to use that area. So that would be a buy or sell area, depending on how you feel about SHIB, right? And by the way, we just got to an hour and a half in the video, and there had been at least 6 of you in the room this entire time. And I just want to say that I've missed you guys a lot, and I really appreciate you guys. It's the new year, and I want to make the show even better for you, so I can give you guys some really solid info. And I really appreciate you guys watching the show. I hope you're learning something. I hope I'm teaching you something half decent. And you guys kick ass, and I really enjoy it. I'm sorry I was gone for a month, and I had to do some things. You know, just busy with life. But now I'm back. I want to do a Tuesday night show and a Friday night show. I'll always be happy to have you guys between Zach, Brett, Denny, Matt, Brett, Joe. I could go on for a while. You guys are great, and I love having you. Anyway, not to get too awkward and sappy, let's go to another area. Now, SHIB Empire, if you are watching this, this would be another great buying area. This is the 6,500 level. Okay, so let's just say for now, I'm glad you're learning, man. Denny, Zach, I mean, let's be honest. A lot of you guys who have started here, some of you have told me, and I won't, of course, I won't say who, but some of you have told me, actually, I don't think it's anybody in the room, but that before they started in Conquering Crypto, all they did was lose money. And now they have positive returns, positive ROIs, and I see people like Zach using actual TA to develop his strategies. And again, it doesn't have to do with whether he's specifically right or wrong. It has to do with the fact that he's measuring this stuff out. It's important for you guys to do that because your investments are money. And if you want to make more, you're better off by building a plan for yourself and then attacking with that plan, right? Okay. Again, so then, good. Let's get some more buying points, or let's at least go over them. So we have our SHIB Empire, if you're watching. The 4,000 area would be, a good selling point. The blue was our sells, the red was our buys. So as you can see down in this area, we have a lot of buying opportunities. So as according to this TA, pretty much anything that's under 4,000 for SHIB is a good price. Look, there's been so much parabolic movement that we had in October. Just saying, like below 4,000 seems to me like a pretty good sale price, and the TA shows it too. Sale price, which means buy. So another sell area if you're going to buy down low. Remember, we originally bought down here, right? So another good sell area would be this 5,400 area. And actually, maybe even 53, because we only hit there a little bit. And that goes the same thing with the 6,400, or actually 6,500 area. You might want to sell down at the 6,350. You know what I mean? You want to build this stuff, though, for yourself, especially if you guys are using TradingView. TradingView is the best trading program I've used. I know there's other ones. It's just been the easiest for me and all that stuff. So, yeah, man. The last thing I want to go over just a little bit. So SHIB Empire, there you go. There's like a TA that I built for you, bud. I hope that helps. He's from Iran, and he comes and talks to me about this stuff all the time. And that makes me proud. It makes me like people that are getting into this stuff now, they're going to do so well with it, learning it now. Because it's going to be such a big thing later on. Like, it's already big enough now, right? But the more you learn now, again, still less than 5% of people on the planet learn this stuff at all. They don't even mess with it. So you're ahead of the game. And SHIB Empire, so are you. And I hope this stuff works out for you, and I hope it helps you too. But NFTs, real quick. The NFT stuff is going to be big, just like Maddie was talking about earlier. Matt has been going through all these projects, and man, he's got some really cool stuff for sale, and I hope he makes good money. And guys, we will be talking more about NFTs. This stuff is gonna get, let's learn about it now together, so that later on down the road, we know more about it, because it's gonna get crazy. If you guys want to see, I bought some NFTs. These are mine. So if you're on PancakeSwap, if you guys are on PancakeSwap, they have like their own NFT section. I've only used the Binance Smart Chain, But this is the NFT section for Binance Smart Chain. These are my three. I like my three. These are my NFTs. I like it. I bought this one seriously because it moves, and I bought this one because he has a rainbow shirt. I don't know. I was just like, oh, okay, I'll buy him. I don't care. Well, this one, the guy with the rainbow shirt, he had sales. I saw him sell for up to 400, and somebody was selling him for 50. I snatched him up, but I honestly like this rainbow shirt. And Lottie went for more than this. See, she lowest price 36. I've got her up for 330 bucks. Again, this is pancake swap stuff. I do have some stuff on OpenSea, but it's nothing important. It's just crap. But I wanted to do it so I could figure this stuff out because I want to teach you guys how to do it. But when it comes to the Ethereum gas prices, they're crazy to mint stuff. Oh my god! Like Brett and some of my other partners spent so much money on gas that they were gifted free NFTs, and those NFTs are worth thousands now. Blah, he posted something about it earlier. It's just crazy. The Ethereum gas prices are nuts. That's what stuff like Solana, because you just so you know, Solana has their own Solana art thing. Here, we'll check it out. Because I've been wanting to start buying NFTs on the Solana chain. You need Phantom. I've been using this Phantom. And what criteria are you using for these strange coins that are in the lows are about to break out? Not to make this video any long, but what criteria are you using to find these strange coins that are in the lows? So, Zach, I track, if you take a look, we'll get really quick, we'll get right back to that. Do you see how much crap I track? My criteria is then what I do. So I've got just on this list 113, okay? So what I do is I start at the top or the end or whatever. I click down and I check the next TA and I just look over it and I go, is it low? Like this could be possibly a good candidate. Is it a little bit low? Okay, whatever. I'll go to the next one. So what I do is I continually go through my list. And then if I see stuff at a low, like let's take this VRA, for example. Do you see how the, well, no, I'm sorry. VRA actually was in the middle, but it was in a specific price point. That's why I grabbed it. Do you see the bounce in there? So that's not a good example. A good example, no, not PDX, Opal, some of my orange stuff. So here we go. So Opal is one of the ones, I don't think I went over it tonight, but it's one of the ones that I have listed for myself. Actually, everything in orange up here is listed for myself. So you're saying you're using TV crypto screener. So I use, it's like PooCoin, that it gives you like the ability to check what's been high selling and not. I use the bubble chart. I'm sure you guys have seen this if you haven't. Crypto bubbles. This is a great way to just see what's happening in the market as a whole. Like this is my favorite. So I'll go on this and I'll check just to see what is price doing with certain coin, and then based on if it's doing really well, I'll mark it down. If it's doing bad, I'll mark it down. But that's how I usually go about finding my coin. And then to find their low prices, I go through them systematically and I write down, like I've got a lot of stuff written down in this book. This one doesn't have as much as my others, but like I got a lot of stuff written down, right? And then of course I've got even more stuff here. So my point is what I do is I just mark it down. I've got several books. I've got so many books and ledgers, man, that go on and on and on with this stuff. And I track it all because honestly, this is one of the biggest ways I pay the bills. And if I'm going to do that, then this has to be correct because I like my apartment and I like my car. So I'd like to keep them. Okay, so there you go. That's how I find my coin. Real quick, let's go over the final NFT thing. Solana art. If you so this uses Solana, and these are all NFTs. See the soul punks? Somebody else posted one of their punks. I think it was Denny. Denny, didn't you post a thing? Do you see how similar this is? Like there's so many projects that look the same. And to me, when you've got different names, it's like, well, shit, man. Like, I don't know which one's which. So you've like, you know what I mean? That's the trouble I'm having is there's so many that are so similar. But you buy these The idea is you find what you like, you see the projects that are doing well. This is from what I understand. You see the projects that are doing well, you join a Discord community, you see what celebrities are going after, you see what's popular, you find one you like, you buy it, and what happens is, I can't show you all my fan passwords and everything, but it then goes into your wallet and it sits there like a token. I don't think I can show you on my MetaMask. Well, anyway, so just like you would have, like Ethereum all have the red eye. So wait a minute. So Denny, they have criteria distinguishing the difference. Well, just to say, like, when the picture you posted earlier, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference. I'd have to like look into it. Do you understand what I'm saying? So what I mean is they look similar. So I mean, I'm not into it yet. I'm sure once I'm into it, I'll understand. But right now, when I look at them, some like there's 20 different ape companies: Zombie Ape, Golf Ape, Jeff Ape, Trump Ape, Biden Ape, and there's all like ape things. And then it's like you're supposed to just make sense of it. Ape Yacht Club, this, the Devil's Yacht Club apes, and it's like there's ape on top of ape, and it's like I don't know which one is big or not. And it was funny as I think, look, Degenerate Ape Academy. So it's all apes. Okay. But like the biggest ones are apes right now, I think. The Yacht Club or whatever, right? Look, Alpha Gorillas. So now, of course, this one's going to be different. But my point is that a lot of them, I think at the timing. So in other words, something comes out and it's popular, right? And then somebody goes, hey, I'm going to copy that. And that's what they do. So, I mean, that's what I see. I want a lot of this stuff, man, to be honest. I think it's great, but it's so damn expensive, dude. Like, crazy expensive. Some of this stuff, like the lowest prices, are like a couple grand. Big deal. Now, of course, there's cheaper stuff. But like, look, the lowest price on this guy right here, 21 Sol. Real quick, I'm just curious how much 21 Sol is right now. 21 Sol, the cheapest one, $3 grand. $3 grand. 3 grand, no problem. Let me just start buying this stuff for 3 grand. And look, and of course they go on the crazy prices. I'm sure they go up pretty high. I'm sure, but like the cheapest one you can get of this, that's 3 grand. So it's like, will this project be something? Will it not? And that's where I want to get into understanding that. To try to understand, like we try in crypto. At least in crypto, we have, for me, I have graphing, Twitter and all that stuff gives you like updates on certain things, unusual whales. But for NFTs, I don't know how developed that market is yet. Do you understand what I mean? I know there, of course, are certain areas that you can go where they've made. So cake apes are like $800 to $900. See? So there you go. But they're expensive, man. A lot of this stuff is so expensive. And then what's worse, what happens when you buy $5,000 worth of a cake ape and whatever these guys are and whatever this is, and then none of it sells. It just sits. What if you spend 5 grand? And of course, the project's not doing well. Oh well. My 5 grand's gonna look great while I look at these really expensive pictures on my phone. I don't know. That's why I haven't jumped in completely yet, because I'm still learning the whole NFT thing. I know like Brett's way better at it than I am. I'm sure a lot of you guys actually are better. Look, another ape one. Oh, go kidding. Because the ape thing became popular first and it got copied. And that's going to happen over and over and over. Yeah. So these are 1.6 Sol. That's not too bad. Couple $100. I actually considered buying one of these. I like the way this looks. So that's what they tell you. To check out the project if you like the way the NFT looks, and if they've something about if the specific company or people making them, if they're like docs and the audit's done for them and all that crap, normally like normal crypto stuff, then apparently it's a good project to get into. But dude, I don't know enough about them to drop a couple grand and to maybe let it sit. That's what scares me. Like I bought these two And I, of course, I made them high price. I don't care if they don't sell. It didn't cost me less than $100. But if I spend $500 to $1,000, and it's just gonna sit in a wallet, nah, bro, no thanks. That sounds not fun to me. All right, so we have now reached the hour and 45-minute mark. Well, guys, jeez, I've been talking for that long. Awesome. I'm really glad you guys came out. We're going to do shows every Tuesday night and every Friday night. This was Conquering Crypto. My name is DeMarco. Come and find me on Discord, Facebook. If you want to tip me, you can tip me through Venmo. Very important. I need your money. Tip me through Venmo. I'll happily take tips. I'm on TradingView and yeah, guys. Oh, and TikTok as well. Join us, Conquering Crypto, for all the fun stuff. We had a lot of people in the room for the entire time, and I just want to say thanks, guys. Tuesday and Friday. I think that works for a lot of people, right? Because then you get like a weekend day and then a day of the week, beginning of the week where we can talk a little bit about stocks and stuff too. And we will be doing more stuff on NFTs. And I do have plans to like bring on guests because I actually wanted to contact some of the metrics guys and have them maybe like live on the show or get some callers in and have a conversation about some things that I want to learn about too. I know a lot about TA. At least I like to think I know a lot about TA. But a lot of other people know a lot about crypto than I do. So, and especially NFTs. So I want to learn about that stuff too. So I was thinking about contacting some guys and being like, hey, do you want to jump on my show? We have you guys, and I'm sure you guys would be interested on hearing it, and I want to learn too. So, but that's it for tonight. Woo! Friday night. Hope you had fun. I had a blast. Thank you guys for coming. Zach, Denny, Matt, geez, there's a bunch of you tonight. Thanks for coming, and we'll be doing more of this stuff soon. Frankie, as always, thanks for coming out too. And Maddie and whomever else, I don't even know who was in here all night, but you guys are the best. I will see you in Conquering Crypto, and until Tuesday, we'll put on another show. Frank, thank you so much, man. I really do appreciate you guys. It makes this whole thing kind of worth it. I have this information for myself, and of course, I already kind of know what I'm doing for the most part. Maybe not mentally. I already have an idea of what I'm doing. I want to share this stuff so that you guys understand it better, and then you guys can take your information, bring it back to Conquering Crypto, and we can all share it together so we can make them bucks. Buck here, buck there, dollar for you, Johnny. But that's it for now, guys. Thanks so much. You guys kick ass. And we'll be back for Tuesday night show. And of course, I'll be in Conquering Crypto all weekend long. And we might have a big bullish weekend, guys, by the way. I think Bitcoin is set for this weekend. So I'm just letting you know, if you plan on buying, just make sure you're keeping your peepers on Bitcoin, because once it develops that uptrend, man, which we're still waiting on, once it develops that uptrend, woo! Now, not this one here, but down here. That's the one I'm waiting for. All right, guys. Thanks so much for coming out. And this will be recorded, as always, if you guys want to check it out or go over anything or whatever. But thank you so much, guys. You kick ass. Love yous.